So as soon as this goes on, all right, we're going to walk over to your meter, and we're going to actually see that thing going backwards.
Wow.
Believe it or not, it will.
Carol Luster's home in Chula Vista is about to go online as the region's newest power plant.
And you go DC second.
Kirk Mulligan of Clean Power Systems is firing up a set of solar panels that will soon cover almost all of Carol's electricity needs. But it doesn't come cheap.
I've been thinking about doing this for years. Of course, cost was an issue. When I was able to purchase this house and do the remodel, I figured I'd do it all in one shot.
When I first got out here in California about 5 years ago, customers would come up to us and not really know what these things were, and told them the price, and they would almost have a heart attack. This is your inverter.
A few things have changed since then. For one, the price of watching that electric meter spin forwards has gone up considerably. Secondly, a combination of state and federal rebates have taken a bite out of the initial investment required of homeowners like Carol.
A lot of people are really excited about it. They want to see the changes in my life, and I think they'll probably invest in it as well.
In Kearney Mesa, all it took was a conversation with a solar-powered neighbor to convince the Chrysopoulos family to invest in solar.
She said that 1 year she didn't have to pay for any electricity bill, and the other year she only paid $60.
That's $60 a year, which is a lot better than what they're paying now.
We got a pool and we have a jacuzzi, and they like to leave the jacuzzi warm all day long.
Her bill was in the neighborhood throughout the year on average about $170 per month.
The technology that's involved in bringing that bill down consists of two basic elements. The first, of course, is the solar panel.
The panels use a silicon material similar to computer chips, and they convert the photons of light into DC electricity. An inverter is what is needed because that inverter inverts DC electricity into AC electricity, which is what the home uses.
The inverter then feeds power to the home when needed, but to keep the cost of these systems down, there are no batteries to store excess energy. So just how does it wipe out the bill? Well, it all has to do with an arrangement that the California power companies agreed to back in 2001, known as net metering.
And that is a process by which, during the daytime, when your solar panels are producing more electricity than you're consuming, your electricity meter will actually spin backwards. So you'll be sending electricity back into the grid.
On the other hand, when you're using more power than your panels are producing, typically in the evening, the meter spins forward as usual. The payoff comes when SDG&E compares the energy you gave them to the energy you consumed. But to be most cost-effective, a delicate balance must be struck.
We don't want your system to produce more than you're using, because then you've sent more electricity to SDG&E and they won't cut you a check.
This system here will cost the Chrysopoulos family around $30,000 after rebates. That may sound like a lot, but since the components are warranted for 25 years and last well beyond that, they'll actually save money in the long term, especially when you consider that electricity prices are only going up.
Right now, everybody in San Diego is paying an electric bill, whether you like it or not. And what solar electricity allows you to do is say, instead of giving my money to SDG&E and not recouping anything back, I can put this into my house, rebuild my equity over time, and I can see an end to where I will actually own the system and own my power. So why don't we head on over to your meter and take a look at that.
Wow.
Going the opposite way of where it was 5 minutes ago.
As for Carol Luster, the savings have just begun.
My great-great-great-grandchildren can see blue skies.
Absolutely.
That's if I have any. I don't think so.